Good morning, everybody. Crafting Journey here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday after the Super Bowl. I hope the result was what you expected. I had no expectations, so I understand that um, the Kansas City Chiefs, is that what it? Oh, that's terrible. I live in Kansas. I don't even know their names, that they lost. So sorry, Patrick Mahomes. He's so cute. He's such a little cutie pie. Um, You have plenty more time to win Super Bowls, honey. You're very young. Anyhow. Um, so we're back to Alice Lost this morning. I'm going to finish this row. Here, let me show you where I am. In case you don't remember where we left off. Oh my goodness, what a nice weekend. Snowed all weekend. It's snowing now. Um, It's just gorgeous outside. Just gorgeous. This huge blanket of white. Luckily, I don't have to go anywhere because the blanket of white is all over my car. So I started to roll up the bottom so that we can reach the top. So I am working on this last square that's right over there. Yeah. And then we'll proceed up and we'll do the Cheshire Cat and the and her hair. We're almost done with the dress. We just got like the little top parts of the ruffle on the dress. But I think we're gonna hopefully make some headway here. I have my little dragon cover minder so I can support the collab between Mysteries Diamonds and DP Diction Adventures, the dragon collab. Because I'm not doing a dragon painting. So some of you know that I keep my 310 in this container and it was getting a little low. So when it gets low, I open up the 310s that I have and I put some in there. So I did not watch the Super Bowl. Nope. After my live yesterday, I just kind of fizzled out at the end. I was so tired. My sleep schedule's really screwed up. So I took like a 3-hour nap after the live. And then got up and, straightened up the house. And I started watching this show, Below Deck. I love reality shows. And I think we could put one more in there. It's a ridiculous show. Let me start out by saying that. But if you're just sitting there crocheting or whatever, then it doesn't matter what you're watching really, But it held my interest. These young people who have gone to college. They've gone to college. I just found is this part of my, this is part of Alice Lost. So we'll put this right here. We need that for the tree. Anyway, I digress. They've got college careers, these young people, but they decided they're going to go work on a boat, a yacht. And they make pretty decent money, and they have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of, bickering and, getting drunk and sleeping with each other, and so there's a little bit of drama to it. And the guests that go on this yacht, these rich people, are so rude. Oh my God. Okay. pens. I put everything away last night, so we will slowly get it all back out. I might need to redo some of the wax here. Oh, that's funny. Where is my, okay, here it is. So right here, I'm going to show you a little video of there it is, guys. I finished it. It's on this wall for now, underneath. That's Shepherd's Cottage by Mandy Manzano. So I think the sparklers in the mountains turned out really, really well. Wow, that's gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyway, I finished it about 9 o'clock last night, and I was so happy. Sledding into town. Okay, I finished this at 9 o'clock last night, and the poor dogs, they wanted to go to bed. They were like, come on, Mom, it's time to go to bed. And they kept coming, well, Jake was here, but Tootsie kept coming in and looking at me and standing here and like, Mom, let's go to bed, let's go to bed. Because, by around 8 o'clock, they want to get into the bed. And I was like, nope, I am going to finish this. So finally, Tootsie laid down by the heater and she just kind of gave up. Because I was determined I was not leaving until this thing was done. But I finished it about, like I said, 9 o'clock-ish. Actually, I think I was done with this color. Yep. So let's put it away. I don't know why I didn't put it away before. Huh. Okay, so what national day is it? It's National Hangover over Super Bowl Day. Hangover Day after Super Bowl Day. I didn't watch Super Bowl. I didn't get drunk, so that does not apply to me. But if it applies to you, I'm really sorry. My condolences. I had a little cocktail Friday night, during the live, which was fun. And my understanding is Mickey is still not feeling well. Poor thing. I talked to her very briefly because she's still in a lot of pain. So, yeah. Let's put the light pad on. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. So now the paintings that I am working on are Alice Lost, this one, and Alice in a Bottle. Now, I need to order the Mystery Diamond painting for Mickey. She is my exchange partner because, we host the event. And I've picked out a few things because she loves Evermoment, so I'm ordering from Evermoment. And because they do have such nice drills. But yeah, I've picked out a few. I think I've decided on a painting, and it's like totally crazy. It's like she'll never guess this painting. So I just have to check it check to make sure that it's not stolen artwork. And if it is, I'll choose something else. But if it's not stolen artwork, then I will go ahead and order it for her. But there's a little matter of payday, which is Friday. So we'll get it done. We'll get it done. I hope everybody else is, on board with the Mystery Diamond painting and they've ordered their painting for their partner. Come on, go in the hole. Go in the hole. There we go. It's in the hole. That's what she said. So, at the same time I'm diamond painting lesson night, I am listening to the book club book, which is J.D. Robb, Naked in Death. And, wow, it's such a good book. Tia, if you haven't read it yet, read it. There is knee knocking, I promise you. Yeah. I got to that part. Woo, steamy. even in the shower. Yeah. we love us some shower knee knocking, don't we? So when I did go to bed last night, after I finished the painting, I go to bed, and usually I'll sit there and crochet. I was so exhausted. I said, nope, I am not crocheting. I am not doing anything. I'm going to watch TV and go to bed, go to sleep. So I watched like an hour of this show that I really love, which is Married at First Sight, Couples Cam. I know, like I said, I love reality shows, and this is the show about 9 married at first sight couples who are still married, and their ongoing saga. You know, four of the couples have started families. One has a baby on the way, and she might be, there's drama. She might be in the middle of a miscarriage. We don't know. They didn't tell us, so now I have to watch the next episode, but I didn't. So I turned off the TV, 10 o'clock, went to sleep. But guess what? 4 a.m., I'm wide awake. Wide awake. It's okay. You're like, who cares, Rebecca? I know. But, that's why I'm filming here in the dark. In the dark. Oh my God, I let Tootsie out this morning and it is freezing. Let me see what the temperature is out there. I know like the wind chill's below zero. She did not stay out long. I stood by the door to make sure that she could come in as soon as she was done. "14 degrees outside. Brr, that means I get to go to the lowest temperature on my temperature blankets. Woohoo! Which on the loom is this beautiful, like hot pink. So I'm excited because January was entirely, I'm doing low temperatures by the way. January was entirely this rose color with like one day of this. So February is going to be a little more colorful. I'm going to be, like, by 10 o'clock, I'm going to be so worn out and tired again. Oh, what a crazy life I live. Yeah, but I'll do this. I'll get some work done at work and then probably take a nap. I don't know. So we talked about one national day, but there, that doesn't really apply to me. So there's another national day today that we could talk about. But what is it, you say? What? Tell us what it is, Rebecca. It is National Clean Out Your Computer Day, which I really need to do, this particular computer. So really, what happens is you've got all these old files over time, all these old programs that, are going to cause your computer to slow down. Because the older programs are not going to be compatible with the newer programs, and they're all going to get, they're all competing with each other, and I'm not a computer geek, so I'm probably telling you the whole wrong thing. So here's what you need to do today. In your spare time. Yes. I can see me telling my boss, no, I have to take the day off to clean out my computer. So a lot of the files that are on your computer can be saved to other devices. So like if you've got pictures, old pictures, stuff like that, get an external hard drive and save it to your external hard drive, which is, I'm preaching to the choir, right? I haven't done that. I need to do that. I'm trying to think. I think I have a spare external hard drive that I should do that. Delete all the junk files, remove duplicate files, delete all your old programs. If you're not using a program anymore, delete it. And then update the programs that you do use. A lot of them have updates, and then some of your drivers have updates as well. Always check your computer drivers for updates because they become outdated very quickly. I have NVIDIA card, and I'm always updating that card because I have the computer that I use for YouTube is actually a gaming computer. So it's very powerful, but it does need to be cleaned out. And I keep saying that to myself, and I don't do it. Yeah, it's got to be done. Yes, Rebecca, it's got to be done. So this is National Clean Out Your Computer Day. So tell your spouse, tell your children, tell your loved ones, we've got to clean out the computer today. And then you'll find, I think, that it runs a little faster, a little smoother, and that you have room. See, mine is getting crowded. It's like you're running out of room on the drive, Rebecca. So I really needed to clean mine out. So this day in history, why am I doing that? Oh my God, I'm so silly. Mary, Queen of Scots. So how many people, raise your hand. What's the name of that show? Reign, which is about Mary, Queen of Scots. So she inherits the throne at the age of 3 months old, something like that. 3 weeks, 3 months. She's a baby. And so at 9 months old, she is officially crowned Mary, Queen of Scots. But her mother was regent. What happened was her father died, so she was next in line for the throne. But being a baby, she can't really do that. So her mother ran the country. And then they got into this huge war. I don't know with who. They're always war. Back in the day, they were, everybody was warring with everybody about this, that, and the other. I mean, at one point they were warring over who was going to get married to who, which seems like a crazy thing to go out and loot. Yeah. Honey, I'm going to war, so Mary, Queen of Scots will hold her promise to marry King Henry VIII's son, Edward. What? Not today. You're staying home. No, you're not going out there. Anyway, they were always fighting. So at the age of 5, her mother smuggles her out of the country, and she goes to live at the court in France. And then she becomes betrothed. She had been betrothed to Edward, the King of England, the future King of England, Henry VIII's son. But this is what the whole war was about, that they weren't going to go through with it. So she smuggles her to France, and then she gets betrothed to the Dauphin of France, Francis. So she lives there at the court, learns, 4 or 5 languages. She's becomes very educated. And at the age of 15, she marries Francis. And then at the age of 18, during this time, he becomes the King of France. She is the Queen Consort. Now she's Queen Consort of France and also the Queen of Scotland at the same time. So her husband, Francis, dies of an ear infection. Seems like a strange thing to die over. But I guess, I don't know. Anyway, she's 18 when he dies. So she has no children, So she goes on in her lifetime to marry 2 more times. She has a son with the second marriage, who actually becomes the future King of Scotland. But anyway, so Mary ends up becoming imprisoned by, she goes to visit Elizabeth, the Queen of England, thinking, this is my cousin, she's going to help me out here. Um, and Elizabeth imprisons her because, Elizabeth was Protestant and Mary was Catholic. And Elizabeth was very paranoid about thinking that, Mary, Queen of Scots, was plotting against her. And she may have been, I don't know. So she imprisons her, but not in a dungeon or anything like that, not in the Tower of London, but in this castle. So for 19 years, Mary's Queen of Scots is imprisoned in this castle. And then she finally is, they come up with these, they call them the coffin letters. Um, and it's actually her brother who was really she did not get along with. He was always trying to take over her throne of Scotland. So he mysteriously comes up with these letters that she supposedly wrote. Oh, Jake, what's the matter, buddy? Hey, buddy. What's going on? He finally came to join me. So there's always been like some speculations as to whether these letters were, she really wrote the letters. They were very salacious, talking about her love life, talking about, her plots. And so based on these letters, she's convicted of conspiring to take down Queen Elizabeth. And so on this day in history, in 1587, Mary is beheaded. Yeah, so sad. So at that point, her son, or I don't know if at that point, but at some point, after Queen Elizabeth dies, and we know Queen Elizabeth was like the Virgin Queen. She never had any kids, never married. So the throne passed to Mary, Queen of Scots' son. So he then became the King of England, Scotland, and Ireland. So in the end, Mary's offspring got all the crowns. What are you doing back here? Jake? And that was like Rebecca's history lesson for the day. Rebecca leaves a lot of important points out, I'm sure. That's the condensed version of history, according to Rebecca. But isn't it fun? Jake, what are you doing? Oh, goodness. So I turned on YouTube this morning and I see this loom hat and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to make that. It's a slouchy hat, but it's got this cool pattern to it. And so I click on it and nothing happens. And then I go back and look and it says, oh, premiere. So I set a reminder. So tomorrow morning, this tutorial or this woman's going to premiere this hat. So I'm going to watch, see if I can figure out how to make it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it at 7 o'clock in the morning when it premieres, but I am going to make it. What are you doing, Jake? He's like rolling around on the floor back there. He's so silly. Now I'm trying to think. This hat, this is a loom hat. Yeah, I did this. It's not fitting properly because I got my hair up. So it's like there. And I got my scarf on because it's cold. I didn't heat the room up before I came in. So by the end of the show, I'm going to be like roasting. Actually, right now, I'm comfortable. I actually had to turn the heat up last night because when I went to bed, it was cold. It was really cold in my bedroom. I need to buy another one of these little fireplaces for my room. I just love it. And it would, they have the ones that hang on the wall. That would be kind of cool. This is like not sticking at all. Let's switch pins, shall we? See if we can find ones that's sticky. There we go. So don't think that I did not crochet yesterday, because I certainly did. I did some loom knitting. I worked on my temperature blanket. I'm finishing up January because you know I restarted it. And the S loom is much slower than the Flexi loom. I don't know why that is, but it is. So I mean, the good news is I don't have to change colors because I'm doing increments of 20. So, and I'm doing the lows. So it was 20 to 40 degree low the entire month, with the exception of one day. Now that's going to change, like I said, in February because we're down to some really low temperatures. And then I also, this weekend, I worked on the hooded scarf that I'm going to give to Nareda. And then I started the hooded scarf that I showed you guys yesterday with the Brene Pop, you know, white, pink, and blue yarn. Oh my God, the yarn is so beautiful. And it's a super easy pattern, so that should not take me very long. And it's that's what I was doing while I was watching that silly, you know, Below Deck show. Now, one of my subscribers suggested Emily in Paris. Now, I probably will start that, but I don't know. I just kind of stumbled on this Below Deck, and I was like, you know, it's like a train wreck. Like when you can't turn your attention away from it. You're like, what is this? Oh my God. And you know, we would all stop to watch a train wreck, right? Get these little bits and pieces of garbage, these resin pieces that. I digress. Tonight is, speaking of reality shows, tonight's The Bachelor, but I don't generally watch it until the next night so I can fast forward through the commercials. I got to make sure I set it to record because you know when I reset my plan with the cable company, they sent out a new signal. I guess it erased everything that I had recorded. It erased all my, you know, things I had set to record. So I missed an episode of Dateline. That's the other thing I was watching yesterday, Dateline. It was an episode about this famous basketball player, yeah, out of Memphis that was murdered. And it took them like 7 years to figure out who did it. And of course, you know, well, I won't tell you in case you're going to watch it, but it it was kind of obvious who did it, but it took them 7 years to get the evidence. Let's put it that way. to convict this person. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you know, who would your suspect be in a murder, you know, involving an ex-wife? Who do you think the suspect is? And they had 6 kids. Well, they actually had 7. One passed away from sudden infant death syndrome. But wow, that man could produce some children. Holy moly! And he was really cute, 6'11". What the heck was his name? They called him Ren. Yeah, watch it. It's Dateline from last week. And I love Dateline because Lester Holt, he always wears this super ugly vest at the beginning of Dateline. And I guess I don't know if it's the same vest every week. I'll have to figure that out. But it's just ugly. Like, why are you wearing this vest? Just put on a polo shirt or something. You know, he's got this vest and this tie. Nobody wears vests anymore. I don't know. Maybe they do in the Northeast. I don't know. I don't know. And, you know, I love Lester Holt. I watch the nightly news all the time, the NBC nightly news. And unfortunately, he has this habit. And I don't know if it's him or the delay between the people that he's talking to. But whenever he goes to a reporter, he cuts them off at the end. Like they'll be saying who they are or whatever, and he'll just cut them off and start talking. And he does it every single show, and it just annoys the crap out of me. And I can't believe they don't notice that he's doing it. Like, Lester, stop cutting people off. He does it. Now, if you didn't notice it, you're going to notice it now because I talked about it. He cuts people off. It's weird. But then, like I watch the weekend nightly news when they have someone else there, and they don't do it. It doesn't happen to them. It's just him. So it can't be anything technological. It's got to be, just him cutting them off. I think he thinks, okay, they're at the end, let me start talking. And he talks over them. It's weird. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference about the show, but it's just annoying. Like, strange, annoying facts from Rebecca. So I'm supposed to go in the office tomorrow, but I'm going to see, we'll see how the weather is. I think it's probably just going to be cold. By then, the snowplows will have been out, and, and my office is so close to where I live. I take just a couple main roads to get to work, so they should be clear. And because once a week I have to answer phones. I got out of it last week. I'm, fingers crossed, maybe I'll get out of it this week, because I would love not to have to go in there, because it's so freaking boring. And I still have not found my badge. I do not know where that thing is. I'm going to have to get another one. Plus, I really do need to go to work because the pharmacy that I use is at work, and I have prescriptions ready to be picked up. What is going on here with these drills? Yeah, I got to pick up my prescriptions. I have, plenty of medication here at home, but I'm getting low on a lot of things. So, well, I'm almost out of my anxiety medication, so I really have to get that filled. Anyway, I am jibber jabbering. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the snow. Stay warm. Stay inside. Keep on crafting. It's a lovely day to stay in your house and craft. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning in the morning show. Bye, everybody.